let's try this out. Cheers. That's good, man. That is everything. Today on Barfly, we're gonna be making some of the most brilliant pineapple cocktails on the planet. Pineapple is an ingredient that is overly used in cocktails. It's not used very well. And so today, we're gonna show you guys how to make really simple, delicious, easy to make tropical cocktails with some pineapple. Today's episode is sponsored by Good Chop. Good Chop is a meat and seafood subscription box service. You get delivery straight to your door. You can order fully customizable boxes, choose from beef, chicken, seafood, or pork products, whatever you like the most. I eat a fair amount of meat, and sometimes when I go to the store, I don't usually pick the best cut, or sometimes it just doesn't occur to me to pick a different cut over another, and it's really fun to just go on Good Chop's website, pick out different cuts, experiment with something new. And the best part, all products are sourced from the US. Unlike many other companies, Good Chop sources all of its meat and seafood exclusively from American farms and fisheries. Good Chop prides itself on sourcing beef that comes with no antibiotics or hormones ever added, no artificial ingredients of any kind, only the good stuff. The other best part is that it's a 100% money back guarantee. We got some salmon, strip steak, 2 beef ribeyes, so me and Marius don't need to fight about who keeps those. Nice thick cut bacon here. My favorite cut, filet, and this is what we're gonna cook today. Because you know what? We've been shooting cocktail videos all day and I haven't had any lunch and I'm hungry. Oh yes, my friend, that is it. And you know what, guys? Because I love you so much, I got a link and a code for you. So go to goodchop.com/YouTube and type in code EDUCATEDBARFLY120 at checkout, or click the link in the caption below for $120 off your first 4 boxes. All right, let's get into it. The Piña Colada is probably the single most popular pineapple drink on the planet. And quite honestly, most of them that you get are not very good because it has a lack of acid. So today, I'm gonna show you guys a build that is going to balance it out and make it, very beautiful. 1/4 ounce of lime juice to our tin, 1/2 ounce of cream of coconut, 1.5 ounces of pineapple juice, 1 ounce of Jamaican rum, and then I'm gonna do 1 ounce of light rum as well. I'm gonna grab our glass here, into the tin, and we're just adding that skosh of ice for just a little front end dilution, and then a little front end chill. And we're just gonna shake until the ice is mostly gone. We're just gonna drop that in like so, add some ice. We're gonna add 2 pineapple fronds and an orchid. Let's taste it. That is everything. It is super pineapple forward. You get the notes of the coconut. The most important thing though, is that we've controlled the sugar, so there's not a ton of sugar in there. We added a little bit of that lime juice that balances out the sweetness, and then it doesn't taste like banana boat suntan lotion. It has some complexity. If you wanted to, you could add a couple dashes of Angostura bitters in here, add a little bit of spice to it, little island flavor, but then also you're gonna be doing a lot of controlling of the sugar as well. And then of course you get the notes of the Jamaican rum. You get a little bit of the complexity of the white rum that we used, which has some aged rums in its blend, and then carbon filtered to make it sure that it's white. So there it is, guys, the most genius Piña Colada you'll ever have. The double pineapple is a creation of mine and is essentially a pineapple daiquiri with 2 sources of pineapple. Pineapple daiquiri people fall into 2 camps. There are those that make it with fresh juice, and there are those that make it with pineapple rum. Both camps defend their choice pretty vehemently, and quite honestly, I just thought, why not have your cake and eat it too? Let's have fresh pineapple juice and pineapple rum. For this cocktail, I decided to use acid-adjusted pineapple, so instead of using pineapple and lime juice, I decided to just take a little bit of citric acid and malic acid and adjust the pineapple to be the strength of lime, so we just have the 1 juice. So to make acid-adjusted pineapple, you take 100 mils of pineapple juice, 3.2 grams of citric acid, and 2 grams of malic acid, and then just blend it in there, stir it until it's completely dissolved, and you have your acid-adjusted juice. Pretty easy. We're gonna do 3/4 of an ounce of acid-adjusted pineapple, 3/4 of an ounce of Demerara simple syrup, 2 ounces of pineapple rum, 5 drops of 20% saline solution. Been hard to get this tin off. Oh, there we go. Give this guy a little strain. Last but not least, just a little lime wheel. Bam. Such good pineapple-y goodness. You know, here's the thing. I had my doubts that the Demerara sugar was gonna really play well, but I just figured the Demerara sugar I knew was gonna go well with the rum. I just didn't know how it was gonna go with acid-adjusted pineapple, but it is fantastic. You get kind of fresh pineapple on the front, and then it devolves to more rich pineapple flavor, perfectly balanced with the acid-adjusted pineapple juice. So you get all those pineapple notes, but you get it to be the strength of lime, so it balances out the sugar properly. You get the molasses notes inside the sugar, and then you also get those nice big pineapple notes. I love this drink. And then of course the saline solution is just making everything pop so much better. So there it is, guys, the double pineapple. The Dole Whip is probably one of the most famous desserts at Disney parks. It was created by Dole in 1984, and it was introduced at the National Restaurant Association show in May of that year. So previous to the creation of the Dole Whip, they had taken over for United Airlines as the corporate sponsor for the Enchanted Tiki Room inside Disney's Adventureland. And at that time, Disney was offering pineapple juice with pineapple spears inside it as a refreshment for the people that visited. And Dole, seeing this, saw an opportunity to introduce a new drink, so they created the Dole Whip and just institute that as a replacement for just like the pineapple juice refreshment. If we fast forward to 2018, Disney opened the Tropical Hideaway inside Adventureland, and they put in frozen drink machines where they began selling all different versions of the Dole Whip. So today you can find a whole bunch of different versions of the Dole Whip. Today we're gonna be doing a more cocktail focused approach to the Dole Whip. So we've adapted a recipe and it's gonna have some booze. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna build everything in a blender here. 3 tablespoons of sugar. I like to use caster sugar because it's easy to incorporate. If you do just regular granulated sugar, you're gonna have to work a little bit harder. Just blend it for a little bit longer to make sure that it's fully incorporated. 3 ounces coconut milk. 3 ounces of pineapple juice. 1 teaspoon of lime juice. 1 teaspoon of lemon juice. 3 ounces of Jamaican rum. So before we put in our frozen pineapple chunks, I just want to make sure that the sugar is going to completely dissolve in there. And so I'm just going to take this and put it at a kind of a low speed. All right, let's add in our pineapple. Ooh, look at that. So before we finish this, a little hack that I learned from my bartending compatriot, Garrett Richard, is to add a little xanthan gum into your blend. We're gonna do 1/4 teaspoon because a little bit goes a long way, and it's going to help keep it completely cohesive and not melt on the bottom and be frozen on top. Just gonna grab our xanthan gum here. We're gonna do basically like a leveled off 1/4 teaspoon, and then blend that up really good. And then we're just gonna pour our Dole Whip. Oh my God, that's so good. It is, a lot like a Piña Colada. It's got coconut, it's got pineapple, it's got rum. It is just really good. That little bit of lime and lemon in there balances out the sugar. It's nicely balanced. I mean, it's basically like a frozen Piña Coladas. That's what you get for a Dole Whip. So there it is, guys. The Disney Dole Whip booze version. There is nothing better than an old fashioned, unless of course it's a pineapple old fashioned. 3 dashes orange bitters, 1/4 ounce Demerara sugar syrup, 1 bar spoon coffee liqueur, 2 ounces Stiggins Fancy pineapple rum, garnish here with a little orange twist. And as you can see, the ice wasn't tempered enough before I put it into the cocktail, and so you can see that it cracked, the ice cracked. When that happens, so that the ice doesn't break into 2 pieces, you just want to let it sit for a couple seconds and it will like refuse itself, and then you can continue stirring. All right, let's try this out. Cheers. That's good, man. You get all of that pineapple rum, and then of course that sugar syrup is really enhancing the pineapple flavor, along with notes of molasses and those kind of dark sugar and kind of burnt notes. And then you have the coffee liqueur in there that really adds some complexity. You've got the orange bitters kind of balancing everything out, making sure that the sugar is not too sweet, but it has a nice sweet pop that I am digging. And then of course the fresh orange notes from the oils of the peel. There it is, the pineapple old fashioned. The Hotel National Special was the flagship cocktail of the famous Hotel National de Cuba and was created sometime in the 1930s. This hotel was ground zero for American celebrities vacationing in Cuba, and since it was open just after Prohibition, offered the booze-drinking rich a respite from Prohibition restrictive laws. The hotel also attracted some of the best American bartenders looking to ply their trade legally, and although this cocktail has been credited to 3 celebrity bartenders, Eddie Wolk, Will Taylor, and Fred Kaufman, It was actually first referenced in print in Charles H. Baker's Gentleman's Companion. Half an ounce of fresh lime juice, 1 ounce of pineapple juice, 1/4 ounce of simple syrup, half an ounce of apricot liqueur, and 1.5 ounces light rum, your choice. We're doing a Cuban cocktail. We're gonna use Cuban rum. We gotta grab our glass here. Give it a shake. Damn. That lock has just been crazy today, dude. I don't know what's going on. Strain it into our glass like so, and garnish with a little lime wheel. Let's give it a taste. Nicely balanced. First thing that you taste is the lime juice, accompanied with the pineapple juice and then a little bit of that apricot liqueur on the back palate. It's nicely balanced out by that 1/4 ounce of simple syrup. And then of course, the rum is providing the body of the cocktail. It is light, it is refreshing, it is pineapple-y goodness. So there it is, the Hotel National Special. All right, guys, there it is. 5 ways to incorporate pineapple into balanced, refreshing cocktails. It is getting hot out, and you guys can have a really great summer with some nice, balanced tropical drinks. I also just wanted to mention before we leave that we're putting a lot of effort into our website. We have a new head writer named Dylan Edinger, who has been writing some really fantastic cocktail articles. So if you guys want to enhance your barfly experience, go to theeducatedbarfly.com. And I will see you guys on another time.